Why, hello, and welcome back to another episode of Voice of the Rings. I'm your hosting guy, Zollin Ironshield, here on Voice of the Rings, and today, my friends, we are going to review all of the cool stuff that comes with the Ultimate Collector's Edition of the new Legacy of Morgoth expansion. So that's what we're going to review today. I have them all set up here, and we'll check it all out. So I'll do little jumps through the video here, so you can see all the different spots without making this too long. So, what is the new Legacy of Morgoth expansion? Well, if you didn't know, I'm assuming most of my LoTRO viewers already know this, but it's the new expansion coming out in the Lord of the Rings Online. It's super awesome, very excited. Also, had a wonderful interview, just a little side note here, with one of the senior world designers, Matt Elliott, all right, also known as Scenario. You should check that out on the channel if you're interested on interviews stuff. But anyways, getting straight into the review of what you get with the Ultimate Collector's thing, and again, thank you to Standing Stones. They gave me this so I could review it for you guys, so I appreciate that very much. All right, so let's go ahead and start. We have a few things. We got a 150 level up package, okay? We're gonna actually probably open that on a different character in this video, so we're gonna wait to do that closer to the end. And the ultimate 150 level up package, which you get one from each of the different levels. So let me show you that. So just real fast, you can see here are the options for it. You have the Ultimate Fan Bundle, which is the one I'm going to be reviewing and looking at today, and the Collector's Edition. So you can see here the Collector's Edition actually gives you the 150, and so does the Ultimate Fan Bundle. And I'm assuming the one that has the gold words in the actual game is the one from the Ultimate Fan Bundle. Oh, it says it, Ultimate. So clearly it is. Haha. All right. So again, we're going to look at those in just a moment. So right now, what we're going to start with is you get a small map carry-all for the so again, I'm going to be looking at this according to the Ultimate version, just so you guys know. So if you're curious on which one you get, depending on if you're someone who bought the Collectors or the Standard, you can look right here. You actually get the Level Up 150 package in the Standard Edition too, which is really kind of awesome that they added that into the base Standard Edition, and the prices are down here if you want to see. But I think it's kind of neat that they actually threw that in there for, you know, people who maybe don't want to go crazy, but you want to do that. But again, there's a lot of really cool stuff, and that's why you're here in this video. So we're going to look at all of this right now. So, back to what we're doing. So you get the map carry-all. What is a carry-all? Well, it lets you put other items inside it. It's kind of like, think of it kind of like a bag of holding, okay? But in Lord of the Rings Online. There's really no weight to items, though, so you don't really care about weight, but it's bag space as an item inventory space. So it's very nice. I think it's a cool new addition. This is with the Legacy of Morgoth. They've added this as a carry-all type. I love it. That's awesome. It's something that drives me crazy with all these maps I get. So now I don't have to throw them away. I can keep them, but they're in a nice spot. So that's the first thing. And then the next thing is we also got some titles, which I would like to show you real quick. All right, here's the 3 new titles we got, going in order, I believe. We have the Defiler of Morgoth's Legacy, or Defier of Morgoth, which is a cool title to have, really. We have Sandwalker, and we also have Treasured Zollin, all right, which I believe are all the, or Forsaken No More might be the one that you actually get there. All right, so the very cool title is actually in the first one here, right there, awesome. The Defier, and then you can kind of see as you go up, you can read the different ones. So again, we have the Defier right there, and then the Sandwalker title and the Treasured title, all right? So that's basically as you go up the list, that's what you get for the different levels of things there, all right? And then we've also got, so there's your titles. We have the borders. So let's go ahead and check the borders out real quick. So for one, let me blow up the border thing here. All right, and we're going to make that really big for a minute. It's going to maybe be a tad bit blurry there, but we're looking around the border here. So let's go ahead and I'm blowing this up on really high definition here. So let's go ahead and go to our new titles and new frames. So we have the simple one here. Looks like that. It's very nice. It's kind of like a rock framed. It's cool. I like it. And then we have the, oh, I like the green. I like that one a lot. All right, that's the next one up. And then we have the treasured one, the last one, which looks pretty cool. It's like a bluish metal look with a gold rim. That's nice. It's cool. So that's the new borders for getting that. So that's pretty cool. Let's go to the next thing. All right, so now let's go ahead and open up the improved, let's see, Expedient Supplies. So this is one they just kind of give you there. This is contains supplies for pre-purchasing the Collector's Edition of the Ultimate Edition of the Legacy of Morgoth. All right, so it says pre-purchase. So this one might only come with the pre-purchase version. So as we see, we can open it up here. We get Rare components, which is for crafting. All right, just see that there's all your options, but no, you guys already know that. You get the classic things that we've got in the last couple, but if you're new, I'll just explain it real quick. You reputation acceleration things, which are great. They just give you 5,000 boost to reputation acceleration while you're earning reputation. It makes it faster. That's great. We have virtue experience bonus that gives you some virtue experience. We also have some leveling for an hour increase to all your XP come in. These are nice little, I like all of these with the expansions. It's really helpful things that kind of help if you're just someone who's like, you know, you love the game, you play a lot, but maybe you want to work on that second character, but you just don't have time with your job and life and things, you know, on the side. So you want to level 2 characters, but you really can only do the one. It's nice to have these extra things on the side to help level a second character. I really enjoy it personally myself. All right, let's go ahead and open this Ultimate Supplies. All right, this one is also for pre-purchasing the Ultimate Fan Bundle of the Legacy of Morgoth. So we're going to open that. We got some more things here. We have the Legacy of Morgoth Treasured Virtue Experience Accelerators. This contains 6 lesser accelerators of virtue. I'm just going to read it because it's a little bit small there. And 10 minor elixirs of virtue for a total of 25,000 virtue experience for purchasing the Ultimate. So again, this is more stuff to help you with your virtues. Fantastic. I love that. Again, just to point out too, these are bound to account, so I can put them into my shared storage, and as long as it's the same server, I can put it on the characters. Now, in theory, you could transfer your server shared storage to another world if you needed to. Just a little side note, but that's really going overboard, I think. But anyway, very nice to have that. I think it's very helpful. The Legacy of Morgoth Treasured Carry-All Selection Box. Now, I'm going to use this right now. So we're going to right-click this. It lets you choose your carry-all. So I'm someone that I really actually am thinking about the large map carry-all. It would be nice. They gave me a free small one. I don't know if I need more than just the one, though. Because 10 is pretty good, like, when it comes to maps. There's not a whole lot of other, like... It's kind of like the maps you get on a seasonal basis with, like, you know, the Party Tree event and Bywater and all those fun little side things. That's a lot of those maps that kind of stack up in your inventory over time. It's only about 10 that you really need, so I'm probably not going to get that one personally for myself. Essences is great. That's what I've been thinking about, but I've been doing a lot of crafting. And crafting is just one that, like, they take up so many items. Task carry-alls are also nice, but I have a few of those. Crafting one is where I still need more room. War spoils are pretty cool. Again, I could make a whole other little side video just about this. So I'm going to choose the large crafting carry-all, but I'm going to go ahead and keep this on the side because I'm going to use that as a little side guide video for you guys for later. All right, and now we've got Legacy of Morgoth Legendary Items Treasures, okay? So this is, you require Seeker of Deep Places, meaning you have to have completed the Intro to Moria, aka your legendary weapon, okay? That's what you have to do on your character. Minimum level of 141, and it says, using this box grants you a legendary item box, a select box, several tracers, packages. Now I have a whole guide video on setting up your legendary item where I use one of these boxes. If you need that, you can check that guide video out. I'm not going to open this here because basically it gives you a bunch of stuff for legendary items. So I might make a new little updated guide on that for you later. So now let's go into some cosmetic stuff, right? We have the Legacy of Morgoth Collector's Edition bonus items. Contains special items for purchasing this. Let's look at what happens. All right, so we get a couple things here. We get a cosmetic outfit, which we're going to look at right now. We also get a new mount, Steed of the Sand Striker. All right, we also get a new pet called a Cobra, and we get a grant the Journey's start milestone animation. So a new milestone animation, which is really, really fun. So let's just go through these one by one here. Let's start with the horse. So we'll go ahead and learn the horse, and let's check out the horse. Let's go to our collection, check out our brand new horse here. Brand new horsey. Look at, he's amazing. All right, and again, if this does help you guys out with this video, don't forget to like and subscribe. We do lots of Lord of the Rings stuff here, but I like to cover these for you because personally I'm someone who likes to see stuff in game before it happens. All right, sand, there it is. All right, let's go ahead and summon this guy up here and see how he looks. Oh, that's pretty cool. So he's a horse. He's got kind of reddish eyes, which is kind of cool. He's got like some little feathers or something coming out of his little like helmet there. And oh, look at the chest piece. Oh, look at the serpent on the chest piece. Oh, do you guys see that? I can't really zoom in much more than this. That's about as close as I can get, is right there. Look at that. That's cool. I like that. And then we've got some beautiful, I love the orange in the material. And we got some little packs in our little sleeping pack there, which again, my cape is slightly in the way there, so let's just let's turn off the cape for just a moment there. All right, and then we have, I like the serpent too right here, this on the back. That's really cool. And this one blade of grass that's just slightly in our face there. Also, it looks like at the part where you sit on the saddle is actually also the top mouse half of a serpent, which looks really, really cool. Probably also not super comfortable in reality, but looks really, really cool. So also it looks like that is also on the back. You can see it right there. It's very cool how the saddle looks, actually. I like this. This is a very cool. Let's see how it looks running around here. All right, so we'll do a little run around animation here real slow so you guys can kind of look at it. It's the classic horse animation, but it looks really good. I like it. All right, very nice. Let's do a little walk animation. We obviously have to show you guys this, or it wouldn't be a good review if I didn't show you the animations. It's very nice. I like it. It's a very nice horse when you do your marches through Bree. All right, so there we go. There's the horse. We'll go on to the next one here. Let's go ahead and learn our Cobra pet. And then we'll go into our collection here, into pets. And go to what we have, and we'll go to Cobra. And we'll summon the Cobra. All right. Oh, that's so cool. What? That's a cool pet. Let's look at the side here. Oh, dude, look at he's so well textured and oh, dude, the animation looks great. Let's walk around a little with him. Oh, I'm blocking him, sorry. Let's see how we can do this where it looks nice here. All right, walk with me, Mr. Cobra. Oh, that looks really good. Now let's see if I can do that. Let's see how good my camera skills are here. Oh, it's staring at me. It's doing Cobra things. That animation looks awesome on the Cobra. Look at that. Look at his tail. Oh, it looks so good. Don't eat my bird, Mr. Cobra. I'll be mad at you. All right. So anyway, that looks... I'm blocking it. Sorry. Forget my camera's there sometimes. Wow, look at that. Oh man, I love the little tongue coming out. To his little like. He's like, can I start speaking some Slytherin to this guy? Is that working, Middle Earth? Okay. Anyway, moving on. Let's see here. All right, the new emote. So let's go ahead and go to our emotes. And we have, and the new one is, it's a milestone animation, and it is called, oh, hold on. Where did it, milestone animation, milestone pack. Milestone, this one. This is the new one. All right, so I'm gonna activate that right here. And then let's go ahead and use our milestone animation and see what happens. Oh, cool. Oh, cool. Wait. We got to go somewhere we can see the ground better. Hold on. We need a better ground spot. So when we're backing, we start packing our bag. We put a little thing in, an axe, our little like, oh, cool. Oh, that's awesome. That's so cool. Now, I'm a dwarf, so obviously my armor is very bulky looking. So let's just go ahead and get my armor away for just a minute because I want to see what it looks like without the armor. So let's say I'm like role playing and I don't have my, my gear is like kind of set up, right? So I'm like, all right, it's time to leave. So I pick up my little like flask and my little axe, and then that looks like either a scroll or something, and then like some kind of meat there, and that's so cool. That is so cool. Also, why do I have a cup on my hand there? I think I might have left a cosmetic thing on. But that's so awesome. That guys, I really, that's cool. So the back animations and the new walk animations to me are something that I think is really neat that they've added in with like the supporter packs. It's something that's like, it's cosmetic, you don't need it, but it's just fun and a good way to support the game, right? And he picks it up and puts it on his back right before he teleports, and I just stopped myself. So right when you finish the teleport, he puts it on his back. That's really good. Standing stones, thumbs up. That's an amazing animation. Also, look at the snake back there doing things. That's pretty cool. All right, so now that we've seen that, we could do the armor, but let's hold off the armor for just a minute. Let's open the Legacy of Morgoth Ultimate Fan Bundle. So what one I just opened is if you got just the collector version, the middle one. This is the Ultimate. So let's go ahead and open this one. This one also has a set of armor, which we will look at in a moment. But we have 2 mounts from this one. We also have another pet, and we have a movement animation. Okay, so let's go ahead and do let's look at the pet real quick. All right, and the new one is it's a Jackal, right? Yeah, there it is. The treasured Jackal. All right, here he is. Oh, look at that. It's a Jackal, or kind of like a coyote, right? They're a little different. Yeah, they're different. All right, look at that. He's got pretty good walk animation. Go a little slower here. Kind of see him walk through the grass. I mean, that looks pretty good. I'm trying my best to give you good camera angles here, guys. Doing my best. That looks really good. And also, what does he look like when we do a full art run? Does he, I think he has a different animation, right? Oh yeah, look at that! Look at him go! Look at him go! Come with me, little Jackal. We shall go explore the world together with my new little buddy. Yeah, my dog's over there too. He's like, what do you mean, new buddy? That looks great. I approve. He looks fantastic. Again, textures are great. I like that he has the little feet bands. He's like, looks like he's a pet. He's not just a wild animal, right? You have like little shoes on him. They're not shoes, but you get my point. All right, so with that done, let's go ahead and check out the next thing here. And again, I will timestamp the video, and also at the end of this video, I may throw in something little fun here with looking at some other thing, but I'll just throw it in as a separate video later. All right, so let's go ahead and look at our pets. So we have a new horse, which is called the Wellspring horse, and we have a Oryx, which is very cool, which is like a type of it's an Oryx. All right, so I'll explain that in a minute. Let's see here. All right, so our new steeds is we have the new war steed that is called, let me double check what his name is there. Oh, and he does the wolf howl. That's so cool. I always love that animation sound so much. So I'm actually going to put him away for a minute though, just so we're not distracted being me. All right, so as you're all, let's look at the steed and then we'll look at the Oryx. So the new steed is the Wellspring. There they are. Okay. So we'll go ahead and start with this guy. Double check that this is the Wellspring, right? Yeah. Okay, it is. Yes. All right, so this is what he looks like. Oh, it's very fancy. You're someone that's into the horses. One thing I've noticed with the horses, we get some good lighting on him here, is that they've really worked on some of their texturing and like the veins on the horses. It's kind of cool, especially because this horse is a light for hair, I guess you'd call it. It's not fur really, but it's, yeah. So you kind of see his veins. Has a very feel of like your oh, look at the beautiful, how beautiful the metal on the neck looks. And then if we look down at the thing hanging here, look at that beautiful tapestry hanging off the saddle. Oh, It's very nice. And I like that they have the little tail braided with the, or not braided, but put together there with the ropes. And also, look at the things on his legs. Wow, fancy. And then you can see like leaf plating inside the gold. See the leaves right there? It's pretty fancy. All right, let's take a little walkabout here. Or run, I should say. Okay, so I noticed something with this one. He has a hoof animation. That's awesome. It leaves hoof prints with sand. With like, and if you notice, it even has a heat animation. Do you see the animation? Let's see. So it's the sand's like puffing around, but if you notice, there's actually like a mirage on it, like it's hot too. Do you see the mirage effect? The heat? That's cool. That's really, really cool. Oh my gosh. So he's got a really cool leaves sand prints. So if you're riding around in the new expansion, which has lots of sand, I wonder why we're going to Harad. You have a cool animation that makes it look like it. I like that it goes anywhere though, and it will do it where you are. That's kind of awesome. That's really cool. That's really, the mirage and the sand effect is really, really cool. I approve of this horse. This is very cool. Let's do a little walk animation here. So when he's walking, he doesn't do the leaving footprints, but it might be a good thing. It might look a little weird, but there we go. All right, well, there's that. And with that one, let's look at the last and final one, the Oryx. All right, now the Oryx looks pretty awesome. So right off the bat, he has a similar getup, but does he have a similar walk animation? Okay, so his walk animation is slightly different, the way his neck works. So this is actually a new mount type entirely. All right, so he's technically in the family of like the antelope, by the way, is what I was gonna say. But Oryxes are different. In our world, they're in Africa, from my knowledge. Different parts. I don't know exactly where, off the top of my head. So anyway, it looks pretty good, but what does he look like running? Oh, we got a brand new animation! Okay, that's awesome. The fact that he does like, look, he does like a leap, which looks pretty like what I've seen the creatures do in real life in videos. This is awesome. So it's a totally different animation. It's different from the boar or the elk or the horse, right? This looks awesome. Okay, I'm going to be using this mount. Now, one thing, you know, he doesn't have the hoof effect like the horse one does. Maybe a little bit of a bummer, but I think it's the only critique I would give them. I kind of think since he comes with the same horse, except for the ultimate one, they probably should have put the animation with the sand on the Oryx as well. But possibly it could have been a thing because he runs so differently with his hooves and his animation that they were thinking maybe it wouldn't look quite right. They would have had to make a whole nother animation for that. But I mean, that one would have still been nice. But with that aside, this mount looks freaking awesome. And the new animation, great job, Standing Stones. This looks so cool. I'm going to have so much fun riding around this mount. And it just feels like you could race with this guy. You know, the way he runs, you're like, I'm going around the cones. I'm doing barrel racing. Yeah, yeah, yeah. It's just really cool. All right, so with that, let's go ahead and get off this guy here. He's awesome. I really like it. And then let's go ahead and look at the Wellspring Defender movement style. Okay, so we have the back animation. So this is a movement style, all right? So let's go ahead and I'm gonna put my gear back on here for a second so I don't look so silly. And let's go ahead and go to our collection again and go to emotes, and we're gonna go to movement. And it is the Move Defender. So let's go ahead and do that. Oh, no. That's awesome. Oh, that's so cool. It's like a running battle animation. Oh my gosh, that looks awesome with a two-headed axe. Yeah, granted, his arm looks a little funky going on here on the back right, but overall, that looks great. Oh my gosh. Oh man, that's awesome. So you can do a lot more role playing, be like, charge, even before you start the combat. That's awesome. I like that it looks like there's weight to the battle axe too. Like he's like, ah. Now, granted, I think what they did was why they did it close here with the hands and not maybe like put this hand farther up. I bet you is because of all 4 races. They wanted to have a similar animation, and they knew with all 4 races that they'd probably have to keep it kind of in the same spot, or you'd really have to redo the entire arm animation too much. Honestly, even with my gear, besides this, like, so I'd like to point out my shoulder pad is ridiculously huge. This is probably the biggest shoulder pad in the game. Let's look at it with the regular set of armor, because granted it kind of smushes the armor, but I don't know, it still looks really, really good. I like that so much. And if I walk slow, this is what it looks like, just so you guys know. Looks it definitely looks better when you're running. That's really cool. Oh man, I love it. I love it so much. All right, let's look at some gear. So let's go back to our regular movement stance for a minute here. Just regular default movement for a second. And let's go ahead and start with the Collector's Edition armor. So we'll open up the Collector's Edition armor. Now, as you know, I have a whole cosmetic setup, so I'm just going to use my regular armor and switch it out right now instead of using a cosmetic slot. Sand robe, by the way, little side note, Standing Stones, I would buy some more cosmetic outfit spots if you added more. Just saying. All right, let's go ahead and put on the gear here. I need to go to my regular, this is the regular armor I'm wearing right now. Okay, and then I'm gonna go ahead and take off my weapon here for a minute, and let's go ahead and switch to all the new gear here. So, oh, that's pretty cool. I'm hiding my back right now. There we go. So there it is with the cloak. Whoa, the serpents look awesome. It's really kind of cool too to be able to see my dwarf's giant arms. Now, this is probably gonna look a lot different on every character. So, for you guys, I will, at the end here, hop to every race and put it on. Just for you. It's going to be extra work for me, but it's worth it. Alright, so, and then the helmet looks fantastic. Look at that helmet. Ooh! I like it. Now, granted, there's my crossbow, which I could probably just take the crossbow off for a minute here, too. That's what it looks like with that on, though. Look at that. Look at that. Awesome. So you'd match your horse really well, right? So if I rode this with the other horse we got, which again kind of went with the let's see, here it is. All right, there we go. So if you notice, we have a theme going on with our horsey. Wow, the snake armor shoulder pads. You know how I just made the comment that these are the biggest shoulder pads I have? The fact that these are so big on a dwarf makes me very happy. I like big, ridiculous shoulder pads. Sure, they might not be realistic, and I am a fan of having realism in my game. I am. But I like my big shoulder pads on my dwarves. This looks fantastic. That looks really, really cool. All right, so with that, let's go ahead and bring up the next set of gear here. We're going to go ahead and, so we saw the cloak with it, all right? So I'm going to go ahead and switch my regular stuff back on. Whoop. And then we're going to open up the other one, the Wellspring one, which is also going to come with the weapons aura, okay? So let's go ahead and put on this one. So let's just bloop, 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 bloop. There we go, and bloop. So, oh, wow. Again, that gear looks awesome. What? Looks really good. Got like the shoes and the... Yeah, ignore the cup. I don't know why that's in my hand. That's from... I must have done a cosmetic item or something. Look at that. Oh my gosh. Look at how cool. I like the little bit of stuff coming out like he's wearing something underneath the hood. That's kind of cool. And then the back has some cool symbol there, and then a beautiful gem, which, by the way, you see this gem right here? It looks, I just got this at the Highland Games, and it looks just like, okay, one sec. All right, tell me this gem doesn't look super identical to that gem. Like, even the color. What the heck? And the gold chain. That's hilarious. I just bought this like the other day. That's awesome. That looks really good. And also there's this, see this big chain on top right here? That's like, I have it balanced on there, but that chain actually kind of looks like the one going around the character. There. The golden chain. I literally bought this to add to my Dwarven treasure hoard. I don't plan on wearing it, but maybe for a Dwarven thing. But doesn't that look kind of like what we're looking at in the, just in real life? I don't know. I just thought it was cool. I thought I'd show you real quick because I just thought like, wow, that gem looks a lot like the gem on the back of the cloak. All right. With that said, moving on with the review. Sorry, got major distracted there, but I just thought it would be cool. All right, and there's the back, by the way, the lower part. Sorry, show you the lower part real fast there. And then we also have the other version, which lets you see, which has a hood. So by the way, that was the helmet that had the gem showing. This is actually the hat, the helmet, and this one is the one that's the full cloak. That actually has a full cloak, which also looks nice. Looks good too. I really like the other one. I think it just looks the best. So anyway, that's so funny, actually. The gem. It's too funny. All right, well, it looks great. So what does it look like on the mount? So let's go ahead and look at it with the treasured mount. Oh, look at that. Fancy. All the gold. Very nice. Get the good lighting on it there for you. Yeah, that looks good. That looks really good. I like it. I like that there's like two very separate styles too. So let me go ahead and get off the mount and get on this one. Let's look what it looks like on the Oryx. Oh, very nice. It's all like matches with the beautiful gold chain. And oh, I really like this edition where they're adding like an image of a chain and like jewels on the back of cloaks. I think it just gives a really cool vibe. Wow. Look at him and his cute little face. All right, so with that, let's get some better lighting on there. What is the light? Is the light going down on me or something here? There. That looks awesome. All right, so with that, you know, cool, cool. All right, so now we've looked at all of that. What about the weapons aura? We're all curious about what that looks like. So let's go ahead and put my weapons back on here and open up my character thing here, and let's drop on the new weapons aura on him here. Where is my weapon right now? Where are you, my weapon? Oh, interesting. One sec. Alrighty, we're back. I don't know why my weapons were disappeared, but I just logged in and out and problem solved. Alright. Sometimes you ever get a little visual bug like that, you just log in and out and it should always fix it. Okay, so now we've got our weapons here. You can see I got some other auras on right now from the previous expansions. So let's go ahead and look at this aura. So it is called the Treasured Weapons aura. Whoa. Whoa, wait, we gotta go somewhere darker to see this better. Do you see that cool animation on it though? So don't ignore the red animation on the crossbow. We're looking at the sword right now, okay? Or the axe, excuse me. I don't know why I said that. Look at that. Oh, I like that animation. It's almost like a wispy, like sandstorm going on, but then it's like also like, oh, look, it looks like sand dunes going by in the image. That's cool. It's really hard to kind of get the right angle, but you know what we can do? We can use our new emote. We can use our new walkie emote to be able to see it better, right? All right. Movement. Defender. Oh, look at that. Oh, sweet. Fantastic. Perfect. A perfect use for the new walk animation. Better reviews for you guys. All right. There it is. Now we can get a real close look at it. Look at that. Oh, cool. That looks awesome. That's pretty cool. I like it. I'm going to use it. That's freaking cool looking. That's so cool. Oh my gosh. Baruch Khazad! I'm coming for you, you evil goblins! Alright, anyway, I'm getting way too into this. Is so fun. All right, sweet. So that's good. Good. Looks great. Fantastic. So we've looked at all the cosmetics. We've looked at all of that. The legendary stuff, I'm not going to do in this video because I have a guide video already on it. I may make another one later. Legacy of Morgoth, Carryall, I'm going to make a little video on that. We already looked at that and reviewed that. We talked about all the little goodie bonuses already. We've reviewed and covered those. We talked about the small Carryall. And then we also have the level up packages, which I am going to decide whether I use one of those right now in this video. I do want to level up my Rune Keeper. So we could put that in the end of this video right now. So anyway, that's fantastic. I'm very, very excited. I think this is a really cool... I love the back animation. I love the movement animation. But as I promised, I will show you the armor on the other races, okay, at this point. So let's go ahead and go check out the human first. Let's go. All right, welcome to one of my human characters, my Lore Master Grandal. You can see here we have the 2 legacy packs that also appeared on this character, including the portrait frame on one of them here. So I'm going to go ahead and open these real quick, and we will look. We're going to straight just look at, I get the mounts on my other characters, I get the pets on my other characters because of this, but then I'm going to look at the wardrobe stuff. So that's really what I'm here for, so you guys can see this one as well. All right. There we go. So let's go ahead and open up these wardrobes. Let me fill in this spot so it stops putting stuff there. Whoop. And whoop. There we go. So let's go ahead and start with... We'll just put it on the regular gear too so it doesn't get too complicated here. And let me put on my regular equipment there. Make sure it's all being shown. All right. So this is what I'm actually wearing right now in the game. Let me find a better lit spot here since we're... it's not daytime here. This is fine. This looks good. Let's go ahead and put on the gear. So here is the... looks really nice. Very cool. The Cobra stuff looks very nice on the human character. Looks very nice indeed. That's awesome. And then we also have the helmet version with the cloak just on the back. Looks really nice. Very nice. The shoulder pads are more realistic in size. I like that they're huge on the dwarf, mind you. I'd like to point that out. I really appreciate that. And then let's go ahead and put the weapons aura on the weapon here. There we go. Cool. That looks pretty cool. Oh, dang. That looks awesome. That looks really cool on the staff. Look at the weapons aura on the staff. That's cool. So he looks pretty fantastic, and then of course we need to probably do the 2 milestone skills to see what they look like on the human, because clearly you guys want to see that. That's why you're here in this video, or if you've jumped to this point in the video, you're here to see the human part. All right, let's go ahead and bring up the milestones here. All right, we'll do the milestone animation here, and let's also do the defender move animation. Alright, so there's the defender move animation, which looks really, really cool with my Lore Master's lightning ability. Now, granted, this is probably what it would look like if you're wielding a battle axe or a hammer or something as a human, too. But it looks kind of cool as the Lore Master, actually, with the electric staff. I'm going to smack some with my electrical staff. Who needs magic when I can just hit him over the head with a good stick? All right, so anyway, there's that, and then let's look at the back animation real quick here of him collecting the items. For some reason, it looks like there is a little bit of a thing going on with the move animation, keeping the weapon there. They might patch that. Is that a glitch? I noticed when we're trying to back, the staff is like still there, sort of. That's funny. I'm not sure. Does that have to do with the fact that we're using both the new animations? I'm just curious. I must find out. Let's do the default animation. Let's do the back now. No, that just must be a little glitch. I bet you they'll patch that real quick if there is something going on there. It's kind of weird that my character has his weapon just out permanently now. What if I use an ability real quick here to kind of refresh it? There we go. Yeah, there's some, it's just, I think for some reason it's just doing a little like, it's lasting too long. Yeah, that's what it is. Okay, well, I bet you they'll do a little patch and fix that. But that looks fantastic. I like that he puts away his food, and then he puts the backpack on and takes off. That's awesome. All right, so what does the other one look like on the human? Let's go ahead and replace the original gear real quick. And then here is the next set of armor. Oh, it looks pretty awesome. And what does it look like with the regular helmet? Oh, man, those shoulder pads look super cool on humans. Oh, my gosh. It's actually, I think this might be a new look for my lore master. This is awesome. That looks fantastic. What do you guys think? I think that looks freaking amazing. With his sword too. Oh, that looks really good. I really like that a lot. Looks fantastic. I'm definitely a fan. All right, well there we go. There's the human for you, real quick. Review of the human one there. And you guys are probably like, well, what about the horse? Does it look the same? I'm assuming it's going to look the same as any other horse with the animation. But what about the other creature, right? Hold on. All right, here we go. Here's the ibex. It's a lot bigger. Let's see how it looks. Horse regular walk and then gallop. It's got the same animation as the dwarf, but it almost has a little bit more of an when your character moves. I think it looks really good. Gosh, it feels so smooth. Is the recording as smooth as the game looks to me right now? I really like this mount. It has a very smooth feel with the bouncing. It doesn't make you feel like sick. It just like feels like you're really riding around. Cool. All right, well with that, let's go check out the Hobbits is precious. All right, Hobbit time. So here is the first one. What it looks like on a Hobbit. Oh, that's pretty cool. Now granted, I always leave my feet showing, but I'll go ahead and put the shoes on just to show you guys. All right, so that's what it looks like on the Hobbit. I think it looks pretty good. Pretty good. I like it. Little shoulder pads. It looks pretty nice. And then here's it with the helmet. There's your look. And then, of course, we need to see it with the horse. All right, here it is with the horse. All right, there, and it looks pretty good. It definitely looks pretty nice on the Hobbit. I like it. All right, so there it is with that one. And then let's go ahead and real quick before we look at the next armor, let's look at the animations. All right. All right, the milestone. And then the move animation, the defender, which it looks pretty great actually. Look at him. Ah, it's little Bilbo Baggins. No, except it's not. That looks pretty good. I like it. All right, and then let's see if we glitch it out when we try to do a back animation now with it, shall we? No, it didn't glitch out for the hobbits. There you go. You see him putting away the stuff. Then he's gonna grab his pack and go on the road. Oh, we actually managed to teleport. I apologize. I was enjoying it too much. We're back here at my camp. That waterfall's a little bit loud, so we're gonna walk back over here. It's a little too intense for me. I had it turned down on my other character, but when I got on this hobbit, it was very loud. And then let's go ahead and look at the other set of gear. Let's see here. There it is. On the hobbits. It looks pretty good. I like it. And then we've got it with the helmet. He looks pretty awesome. And then of course let's look at it with his horse. Because his horse is amazing. Let's see here. Let's go ahead and turn regular default movement back on there for a second. And then we'll go to our horses. And we also need to go to the... Alright, here is the treasured steed with the armor. And now he's kind of holding his sword out. It's kind of cool though. With the cool background, you can tell it's a pony size. It's much smaller. But it looks exactly the same otherwise, so no biggie there. And then what about the Oryx? We got to see the Oryx. Is it tinier? It's a little smaller. A little small Oryx. Still looks pretty good with the Hobbit, though. So when you're normal moving, your character goes up and down, but when you turn, your character like, leans into it with the Oryx. That's kind of cool. Yeah, it looks pretty cool. I like it. Looks good. So there we go. And also, you might be curious, before we go to the last elf one real quick, what does it look like, the horse animation? We have some horse. Can it do the horse animations? I'm just curious. We might as well test it real quick before I forget. Because I'll get to the end of the video and then I'll forget. It actually has them grayed out. You can't even use them. So you can't use your horse animations, which would make sense. It has a very different animation. So maybe in the future they'll add animations for newer kinds of mounts like this. That'd be kind of cool. So anyway, with that, and then of course I could put on the new weapons aura as well, but you already saw what it looked like, so it doesn't really matter to do that. But anyway, with that, you've seen the Hobbit there. And now that you have the Hobbit, we will go ahead and look at the elf real quick and finish up. Alrighty, so here is my elf. So now we're going to go ahead and look at the last bit. What does it look like on the elf here? Alright, we're here in our kinship house. So let me go ahead and make sure we have, let me put on my regular gear I have on here. And then let's go ahead and slip on this new gear right here. Alright, there it is. Looks pretty fantastic overall. That looks pretty darn nice. Oh, actually, does the gem look better on the elf one? I think it's less, maybe it's because it's a little squeezed on the dwarf one. Maybe that's why it doesn't look as clear. Slightly. It looks longer, doesn't it? It looks a lot more like this gem now, guys. A little more red in the one on the game, but so that looks pretty good. I like that a lot. And then of course the one that's just the oh, sorry, I had the wrong cloak on, I think. Yeah, there's two. I have two different cloaks on. This is the cloak for this set. This is the cloak for this one. Excuse me. Sorry, I made a mistake. Looks pretty good though. I like it. So, and then what is our now with the horse and the Oryx? They're gonna look pretty identical to the human. So I'm not gonna show that one because they're identical. Human and elf model is pretty similar on what their movements are. Not entirely, but pretty similar. And then let's go ahead and do. So that is the cloak, by the way, with the cloak. You were going to use the top cloak. It's got a cool inside look for the elf one, too. It's pretty cool. All right, so let's go ahead and do this. And then... All right, so here is our gold. Wow, that looks really good on an elf. Oh, my gosh. And I think we'll go ahead and just go outside just to check them out, just in case. Just in case. All right, let's just double check. I think it's important to be an official full review here. All right, let's see here. We got our defender movement. This is what the defender movement looks like on the elf. Looks pretty nice. Very similar to the human, right? But that looks pretty good. With his sword, he's like, ah! We got one of our kinship members here. So there's that. And then we also have the back animation, which I think I already have on, but nope, I do not. Never mind, I take it back. Milestone, there it is. All right, let's go ahead and use a back animation here. Here's what it looks like with the elf doing it. It's pretty similar to the human, right? They would be. They have similar size. Grabs his back, puts it on, but I'm going to stop him because I don't want him to teleport. And then with that, we've looked at both the armors. Let's just look at the mounts real fast on the elf. So, ooh, we just have all the mounts here. So let's go ahead and look at this one. All right, so here is this one. Looks about the same. Let's see him when he rides around. Has a little bit more of a dance trot. I noticed the elf horse actually does slightly move a little differently. Now that I think about it, I didn't realize that. Anyway, there is the elf horse version of that one. And then we have the Steed of the Treasured one, which is kind of the armor I'm wearing right now, which leaves the cool hoof prints on the ground. In this case, it's leaving sand on snow. It looks really nice though. Yeah, they more like they have like a more like a prance in their trot. Is that right? It's a little, I don't know about those words putting together, but what about the Oryx? What does the Oryx look like with the elf? Is it the same? Interesting. It actually feels a little slow, doesn't it? On the elf. Huh. It still looks good, but that's interesting. It has a little bit of a different feel. Let me, you know what? Hold on a second. Let me just turn off the one emote real quick. All right, let's see. I turned off the one movement. I'm curious that'll change it. Oh, it did actually kind of change it. Well, not too much. It still looks cool on the elf. I'm not gonna lie, I still like it. It feels a little different though than the human one. So I take back what I said. I guess I'm glad we reviewed them on all of them. That's what it looks like on the elf. Cool. Nice. Fantastic. All right, so we reviewed the elf there as well. So he's all set up. All right, guys. Well, thank you so much for watching today. I hope you enjoyed. Tried to make a really thorough review here of kind of reviewing pretty much all of it. I'm not going to do the 150 level up here at the end because I'm going to use that later on. But if I use it, I'll make a separate little guide video about using that 150 level up, okay? Because I will probably use it the next day or two. So just look out for that here on the channel. It'll be on the guide playlist. Maybe I'll say using the level 150 Valor boost, something like that, even though technically it came with the expansion. It's not a Valor boost, so maybe I won't word it like that, but you know what I'm saying. All right, you have a great day in Middle-earth, guys. Thank you so much. Thank you to my wonderful Patreons. Thank you, Red, for being a Royal Guard and supporting the channel. I couldn't do it without you guys. And liking and subscribing, it's free, and it means a lot, and hopefully this did help you out, and that's why I threw timestamps in there to make it a little easier to get around on the video in case you didn't need all of it. So anyway, have a great and wonderful day in Middle-earth, my friends. Stay happy. Barukazad Kuzad menu. I'll see you in the next episodes of Voice of the Rings, and we're going to be doing tons of Legacy of Morgoth here on the channel. So I'll see you in the next one, my friends. Stay happy.